Severe
Xin
allergic
chào mừng các
reactions
bạn đã
can
đến với kênh
occur. Rare
YouTube của
cases
mình.
of
Trên
inflammation
kênh
of the
mình
heart
đây là
muscle and
kênh
outer
Thủ
lining have
Công
been
bây giờ
reported.
sẽ
The most
cùng
common
đó
side
để
effects
chúng
are
ta
injection
cùng
site
bạn.
pain,
Mình
redness
mong
and
rằng các
swelling,
bạn hãy
tiredness,
like và đăng
headache,
ký
muscle
kênh để
pain,
xem video
chills,
của
joint
mình.
pain, and
Cảm ơn các
fever.
bạn rất là nhiều.
Wear yourself an ugly little sweater, hideous and bright, kitschy, garish, covered with annoying lights, and when it brings you joy, you know that you did it right.
Why do we love wearing ugly sweaters?
For the same reason we give the gift of scratchers, because a little play can make your day.
There's never been a better time to get away. With a great deal on the Hyundai you've always wanted. Plus America's best warranty and up to 3 years complimentary maintenance. It's your journey. Own every mile at the Hyundai Getaway Sales Event. Now's the time to get in and get away.
Get 0% APR for 60 months, plus 0 payments for 90 days, or $2,500 bonus cash on the Hyundai Tucson. Now, during the Hyundai Getaway Sales Event.
You were such a good listener, Thomas. Makes me feel so special.
If you don't mind, if you could.
This makes me feel really special, too, because, you know, Discover's giving me cash back on debit, not just credit.
Discover gives cash back on debit to everyone.
Everybody?
Introducing Discover Cashback Debit.
Where'd you learn to serve?
Oh, I didn't serve, but if your spouse, parent, or grandparent served in the military, you can join USAA.
Yeah, my grandpa did, so I'm already in, but I was talking about your serve.
Oh.
USAA, for the military community.
In what was billed as the MVP Bowl, one shined and one fluttered. Well, the passes did at least. Brock Purdy intercepted 4 times in a lopsided loss at home to the Baltimore Ravens, and Lamar Jackson, who is now the odds-on favorite to win the award. Purdy plummeting all the way to 5th favorite at 19-1. In studio alongside CBS NFL analysts Emery Hunt and Will Brinson. Fellas, not too many hairs to split coming off of this one. A decided advantage when we stack these two teams up, and that advantage goes to Baltimore on the road. Emery, what do you make of this emphatic statement specifically on the road tonight?
That the defense really stepped up and took away a lot of what San Francisco wanted to do. So you got to give credit to their defensive coordinator, Mike McDonald, and what he was able to do to really make them one-dimensional. Christian McCaffrey was a key factor early in the game. They started to take him away, which led to a lot of those Brock Purdy interceptions. And once they started to come, they started to roll downhill, snowball downhill. So they took away their best option, who I think is the MVP in Christian McCaffrey. They took him away, made Brock Purdy beat them throwing the football consistently, and he couldn't do that. So this defense, to me, really stepped up and made big play after big play, which is why they got the win.
You know, if you had told just about anybody that George Kittle and Brandon Ayuk both caught 7 or 6 plus passes for 100 plus yards, and Christian McCaffrey ran the ball 14 times for 103 yards and scored a touchdown, I don't think that many people would assume that the 49ers lost by double digits, by 2 touchdowns. But here we are. This is, I think, the most emphatic statement of the season from this Ravens team and this Ravens defense. We've seen them do this twice already this year to NFC teams. They did it to the Lions in Baltimore. They did it to the Seahawks in Baltimore. And both those teams were riding high when they came into Charm City. They got blown out. The Ravens took the show on the road here, went to San Francisco, and bludgeoned the 49ers. I mean, this game was, you know, this is supposed to be a delightful Christmas night special between the 2 1 seeds. And instead, look at all the Grinch bench, Zay Flowers rolled into town and stole the presents from Whoville or Brockville. I mean, look, the Brock Lobster, man, he turned into a chunk of coal, throwing 4 picks. Felt like Jameis Winston out there for a little while. No offense to your boy, Emery, but yeah, I think this is just about as emphatic a win as you can have from this Ravens defense that said, all right, everyone was on the Niners. Everyone thought they were unstoppable. Let's pump the brakes a bit. We are a very, very good team that people, for whatever reason, just didn't want to really recognize.
Result notwithstanding, what stood out to me, the physicality and violence of this football game. These are 2 teams that can bang with just about anybody. I'm excited to see who can go toe-to-toe with both of them in their respective conferences, because still, 2 very good football teams despite this result. We do have to talk about Purdy and the performance or lack thereof, Will. You did have 2 tip passes, you did have an arm hit, but all interceptions belong to the quarterback. 4 on the night for Purdy. Does this give you any concern moving forward when the lights do get very bright come playoff time, that something like this might be lurking under the surface?
Not necessarily, Joe. I think that it's more about what Baltimore does as a defense, disguising the blitzes, bringing pressure in exotic formats, and just really making life difficult